I'm Leslie Ellis, and I'm here at Visible World in New York City to check in on the state of advanced television advertising. Here we are in the Visible World demo room. Gerrit, tell me what we're looking at here.
Well, what we're looking at here is a monitoring screen on our addressable system that we have deployed.
So this is live. This is somebody's system. So what are the little boxes?
So what we do here, because remember the thing with household addressable is there's much more data and much more things that are, much more commercials even that are going to be inserted, because normally you have a commercial per zone. All of a sudden now you have different commercials for different set-top boxes.
Oh, right, right.
So the monitoring system needs to be expanded so that they can actually see what's going on there. Mm-hmm. And so this is showing some of the zones, 2 zones at this point, and the columns are all the networks that these addressable ads run on.
Got it.
So all the dark gray cells are normal ads, and all the different colored cells are addressable ads. That screen right over there, I think the one thing, it's going to be hard to read, but the one thing that is important is the number there at the top. So we have so far, it looks like we've served 1.8 billion impressions.
Wow.
And these are impressions in production. They will include people that saw these ads live. They will also include impressions that are time shifted on DVR. Mm-hmm. So we're quite proud of that. That is quite a lot.
Is that over 10 years or what's the time?
I think probably 2-3 years.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive.
We're seeing about 4 or 5 million impressions being added to that each day. So
that's amazing. And what's the map?
Well, the map is actually, we talked about our zone-based system, and we said we had coverage of 80% of the cable households.
Right.
That is actually a map that shows the health of our servers at the moment.
Thanks. So here we are, Gerrit, in Visible World Patent Alley. This whole, I don't know if you can see all of this, but there's patents all the way down both walls. So what are you up to? How many patents on addressable advanced advertising?
I believe we are at 16 patents right now.
Okay.
But that's a number that keeps on going up, because when we started in 2000, we started to patent the technologies that we were developing. Yep. So there's a whole pipeline of, we developed all our patents ourselves, we didn't acquire any. So there's a whole pipeline of patents that are in the pipeline, and currently 16 came out.
Okay. So what are some of these? Pick your favorites.
Well, there are quite a bunch of them. They're very diverse, because we try to look at all the different aspects of our system, and if we think there's innovation, real innovation there, we patent it. So there's a very diverse number of patents. It's hard to pick a favorite one, but there is an important piece of our business that has to do with video customization. So some of our earlier patents from 2000 have to do with the ability to change video while it is being distributed. And then for addressable advertising, which is a very complex system, there's probably 3 different groups of patents that are relevant. And we talked about that before also, because the biggest problems to solve are the set-top box piece of it, the campaign management piece of it, and bandwidth. So we have patents on the set-top box part of it, so for switching, seamless switching.
Right.
We have patents on the campaign management side of things, so make it very easy to use, that whole complex system. And then we have a bandwidth patent that we're very happy with.
That's the newest one.
That's the latest one at this moment, which basically patents the whole very unique approach we have to bandwidth, and we think it's the most efficient way to handle bandwidth for addressable. So given that we need bandwidth, we use it very wisely, I would say.
Good. Show me the Emmy. This may look familiar. It's a television Emmy. Tell me about, when did you receive it and what did you receive it for? This is a tech Emmy, right?
Yeah, this is a tech Emmy. Yeah. So it's the same, it looks the same, but it's a special category for technical achievement.
Right.
And so we won this, and we're very proud of it, obviously, in 2006. And it is for customization, the automated customization of television commercials in a production environment. And customizing television commercials is very hard, it's technically very hard. So that's one piece of it. The other piece is you only get an Emmy like that if it has materially affected the business, the industry. Yeah. So you can't do it because you did something once or twice that was really cool. It has to change the economics of the industry. So yeah, we're very proud of it.
Did you win that? Sometimes companies win them with other companies, or is this solely a Visible World accomplishment?
I think in this category there were 2 Emmys awarded, one to us and one to the Weather Channel.
Okay.
So it wasn't a joint product, but there were 2 companies that showed innovation enough to award an Emmy to.
Did you put on the tux and go pick it up and
Yes,
you were there?
in Las Vegas, yeah, it was great.
So, I mean, it's under glass that's locked. How heavy is it?
It's more heavy than you would think, actually. Yeah.
Who took it home?
I took it actually home, and then the next day I brought it into the office, so I took it as hand luggage with me on the plane, and I was certain that it was gonna... Did
all the women treat you like rock stars?
Yeah, well, I was actually in the line for a cab with this thing outside of the Venetian, and it was quite an event, yeah.
Well, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.